We're on Down Outdoor Adventures in the garage with my good friend, neighbor, KJ down the street. He got a new pole in, so he wanted me to show him how to rig it for catfish. So that's what we're gonna do today. We got the 20-pound test line. We got it going. We got a small hook. I don't know if y'all can see all of that, but we got a swivel and a barrel sinker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that egg sinker on. Then we're gonna put the swivel on. And catfish, you know, they like to roll, so we're gonna just do a regular knot. I forgot the name of this knot, but you just twist it, and you come back through that same first hole that you was on, and you cinch everything down, something like that. Get a knot on there. Clip the ends, and that'll hold whatever you're putting on there. Just clip the end off, and we got a leader, a little bit over a foot. You put it on the other end, same knot, twist it on there, and then come back through that first one. Like I said, y'all probably can't see it, but cinch it, pull it through, and that's on there. Clip the ends. So KJ, what do you fish at around here?
Lake Shawnee.
Lake Shawnee, yeah. It's got some pretty good night fish. I used to fish out there at night with a lantern sometime, and caught a lot of pan-sized catfish. But when it rains on that south end, where the water comes into the Lake Shawnee, you can really catch some big catfish down there. It's almost got to be flooding, but they swim in that creek, and they eat all kind of bugs and worms, and you can have a night crawler, and you can wear them out off from the bank. So you got to get that knot pretty good on this. That's on there pretty good. It ain't coming off. And I'm setting him up with a smaller hook so he can kind of experience worms. He can put worms on there, but when you get to the cut bait, I prefer a hook like this. This angle, it'll hook him in the jaw when you set the hook. It's not a circle hook, but it's a good hook for cut bait. When you get into your circle hooks, they're more like this. That's what they look like. They got that circle, and they're designed to hook the catfish right in the jaw, right here. And you don't jerk him. You just start reeling, and that hook will ride along his jaw and hook right into his jaw. If you jerk it, you'll snatch it right out of his mouth. So you got to learn a little bit about the circle hook before you go out there and use them. These right here are floaters. You can tie your hooks on, like this would be your line. You have this on the line. It'll be tied right here. Then you can have the other one tied to the other end with your bait, kind of like your leader. So you can have it like this, and what it'll do, it'll keep that bait up off the bottom. It'll float with it. It's got a rattler inside too, and it'll float. But you're all set, buddy.
Thank you.
So what do you think you're gonna catch first?
Hopefully a catfish.
Maybe get you back on the boat again, and we can go out there. He's got a nice Zepco reel. We just threaded it up with 20-pound test line, so he's ready to get out there and get them. So like I said, the drag is make it a little bit tighter. You know, your drag's on top right there. Back up a little bit. But yeah, it's set. That's a good pole.
Thank you.
So like I said, you're ready to go now. All you gotta do is get out there and get them. And like I said, it's early in the season right now. All the lakes are warming up, so you catch a lot of catfish in the rocks, a because the rocks will heat up because of the water, and shallow areas the water heats up, and they'll be on the run looking for bait. And with that big old fish we caught yesterday, we was in 10 foot of water off a drop off, and they was in that shallow looking for bait. So they roaming. So anywhere you can find where the wind is pushing into the bank, all them fish that got caught in the ice, they'll be trapped and washed up in that shallow area, and the catfish will be feeding in there. So if you can get out there and find where the water's pushing towards the bank and just throw it out there kind of close to the bank or shallow, you should be pretty successful. And that's it. Like I said, everything's heating up right now. Everything's getting started. So worms, if you can find some shad, bluegill, cut them up, use that for bait, and I think you'll do real good. But maybe we'll get out there, like I said, get out there in the boat and see what we can do. All right, we'll see you next time on Don Outdoor Adventures with KJ up the street. You got anything to say, KJ?
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. All right, we'll see you next time on Don Outdoor Adventures. That new pole.